Of course, the potentially career destroying statements made by Billie Eilish at the Grammys are all over the news. And of course, there's the important stuff that the media leaves out, which is why I'm here with a completely different point of view of the Billie Eilish drama, thanks to a bottle of really good 12-year-old scotch, which I've been saving for just such an occasion. Hello, folks. This is Ernest. Thank you for being here. I fully understand that what I'm about to say may sound harsh, but whether we like it or not, reality does tend to be that way. So if you find that I am offending your porcelain sensibilities, I don't care. But if you have the courage to listen to what I'm about to tell you to the end, I'm hoping you'll understand that my intention is good and not drive by my house and toss a fucking bomb through my window. From the very moment I witnessed it on the Grammys, quite possibly one of the absolute dumbest career crushing statements I have heard a celebrity make in quite some time, I knew there was going to be a huge shitstorm. But there's yet another aspect to all of this which I feel makes it so much worse. You see, just to be clear, I don't want to sit here and repeat what you've heard probably 10,000 times by now. I totally get the fact that English, as well as her not exactly the brightest candle in the candelabra brother, made some incredibly stupid statements. But what I want you to ask yourself is a very different but very important self reflective question. Why do I, or should I, give a fuck about this Billie Eilish debacle in any way, shape, or form whatsoever? That, if you're past the intellectual and emotional stage of a 16-year-old, regardless of your biological age, is the most important question you should be asking yourself. Because if you keep idealizing someone near their mid 20s blithering out stupid shit because their fame and money allow them to do so, your life is going to be fucked up in so many ways because you are fucked up in so many ways and you may not even know it. Billie Eilish isn't going to run to help you because despite her obvious necessary lip service, professing their incredible love and gratitude to you that most all entertainers give, she doesn't give a fuck about you. And when you're a 24-year-old entertainer that has the mindset and social skills of a 16-year-old, that's just the way it is. And bear in mind that if she didn't have many people all on her payroll to help her, I feel it's very likely she wouldn't even be able to balance her own checkbook, even with her dim witted brother's help. So I'm telling you in the politest terms I know, grow the fuck up. Stop thinking or worrying about anything Billie Eilish says or does. And start worrying about the things that are threatening and actually destroying not only your life, but the life of our nation, such as armed thugs, aka ICE agents, murdering citizens on public streets. Any kind of serious concern about any celebrity, be it music, actors, sports, just to name a few, that you actually have no real connection with, is a form of delusion called vicarious identification. And it's a very bad thing because it always, to one extent or another, ends up having very negative consequences in your life. It's not a question of if it will, it's a question of how much it screws up your mind and consequently screws up your life. At this point, I don't really have anything else to say about Billie Eilish, and I hope the reasons for that I just made abundantly clear. But I will finish this up by saying, as far as talent is concerned, she's not even a pimple on the ass of Freddie Mercury or Billie Holiday, both of which were incredibly talented performers, and both of which had the good sense and the character to keep their private lives private and their opinions to themselves. That is to say, although they weren't perfect, because no one's perfect, they both tried to deal with this shitstorm called life as intelligently and rationally as they could, because they were adults. Something we could use a hell of a lot more of in this country these days. Until next time, this is Ernest, and that's all I've got for today.